Hi everyone, this is Gitika Chawla from USPC Jain Public School, and today we'll do next exercise 2.6 of chapter 2, fractions and decimals of class 7th. So, in this exercise we'll do the multiplication of decimal numbers. It means here, see here how to do. Question number 1, what is saying in this sum? We are having first part of question number 1, find 0.2 multiply 6. When to say going to multiply this decimal number with a whole number. It means here, first of all what we'll do? We will convert decimal into a fraction. See here, after decimal there is only one digit, so write here 2 by 10. If there is more than one decimal digits after decimal, means there will be two digits, then we'll multiply by, divide by 100 here. It means 2 by 100. But here there is only one digit, so write here 2 by 10, then multiply sign, then 6 here. Now I know that you are thinking that we will cancel 2 and 10, we can cancel it, but we will not cancel, because when we are having 10, 100, 1000 in the denominator, that time we will try to convert them into decimals. See here how. We'll multiply numerator with numerator directly. 2, 6 are 12, then 10 as it is. Now we will insert decimal. 12 by 10 means there is only one digit, 10 after 1. So what we'll do here, after leaving one digit, we'll insert decimal there. It means it becomes 1.2. According to this 0, there's only one 0, there's only one, there should be only one digit after decimal. Now see here, then part 2 of question number 1, 8 multiply 4.6. 8 is a whole number. 8 multiply 4.6 means there is only one digit after decimal. So it will be 46 by 10. Again, you can cancel, but you will not cancel it. You will directly multiply numerator with numerator. It becomes 368 divided by 10. Again, there is only one 0 after 1. It means there is 10, only one 0. So we'll insert here decimal after leaving one digit. It is 36.8. See, only one digit after decimal. This is the decimal here. There is only one digit after decimal. Now see here, next example. 2.71 multiply 5. You can see here there are two digits after decimal. It means here we'll write here 271 divided by hundreds. Means there are two zeros with 1, because we're having two digits after this decimal. Right? Multiply 5 as it is. Now again we will not cancel numerator and denominator. What we'll do, we will multiply numerator with numerator. It becomes 1355, 1355 divided by 100, and there are two zeros with 1. So after leaving two digits, mean to say after leaving 255 here, we will insert decimal there. So it becomes 13.55. Same here, fifth part, you can do fourth part yourself. I am going to move to the fifth point here. 0.05 multiply 7. Again here you can see 0.05. Maybe it means here 5. 0 is there now. So write here 5 by 100, because there are two digits. And no need to write here 0. No need. We can write here 5 alone. 5 by 100 multiply 7. It is 7 here. Then after, we will not cancel it. We will directly multiply 5 with 7. It is 35 divided by 100. And there is a rule that how many zeros are there with 1. We want here that much number of digits after decimal. So it becomes 0.35 here. In this way, you can simplify the 6th and 7th part also along with 4th part. Now, let's move to the next question. Question number 2 here. What is saying here? Find the area of a rectangle whose length is 5.7 centimeter and breadth is 3 centimeter. Means say there is rectangle given to you whose length is given 5.7 and whose breadth is 3 centimeter, and we have to find out the area of a rectangle. So let's start it now. The length of a rectangle is 5.7 centimeter. Breadth is given, that is 3 centimeter, and we have to find out the area of a rectangle. So it is L into B, length multiply breadth. Insert here the values of length and breadth. Length is here 5.7, then breadth is here 3. Write here 3. Now again we will convert this one decimal into fraction. It becomes 57 by 10. Multiply 3 as it is. We will not cancel. We can't cancel because they are not having any even common factor. So we'll multiply 57 with 3. It becomes 171 divided by 10. And according to this, we will convert into decimal form. It is 17.1 centimeter square, and this is your area of a rectangle. Now see, next question number 3 is find 0.3 multiply 10. Mean to say, now going to again multiply these two numbers here. One number is in decimal form, other one is 10 here. Mean to say, we're going to multiply now with 10 all these numbers here. See here, 0.3 1.3 multiply 10 means, first of all I will convert this one decimal into fraction. It becomes 13 by 10 multiply 10 as it is. Now what we'll do, either you can cancel 0 with 0 or 10 with 10. That means 13 is your answer, or there is one more method here to simplify these multiplications. See how, when we are going to multiply any decimal with 10, we will check that how many zeros are there. Only one zero with 1, that is 10 here. So that much places the decimal will shift to the right hand side. It means here 1.3 multiply 10 means, say this one decimal will move to one step further according to the number of zeros. Yes, only one zero is there, it becomes 13.0. I have written from my side so that I will show it to you easily. It is decimal is here between 13 and 0 here. It means here the decimal will move one step further to the right side. It becomes here 1.3 becomes 13.0. It means you can write here 13 alone. That is your answer. Same here, second part, I am having 36.8 multiply 10. Again this is a decimal and going to multiply by 10. First of all I will convert this one decimal into fraction here. It becomes 368 by 10. Again we can cancel 10 and 10 again. It becomes 368. Or you can adopt this one method again, as this one decimal will move to this one step further. It becomes 368. If there is no any digit after the decimal, then no need to write it as it is. See here, next one 168.07 multiply 10. Now you can see here, I will again simplify this one sum with both the methods. See the first one. First of all, we'll convert this one decimal into fraction. It means here there are two digits after decimal. So we'll divide by 100 here. And then multiply 10. Now we'll cancel 110 here. Here 10 is left. 16807 divide by 10 and will convert into decimal. It becomes 1680.7. Or see the other one method. Again you can see here there is only 1 0 after 1. It means I am going to move this one decimal only one step further, one place only. It means here this one decimal will move and come in between 0 and 7. It becomes 1680.7. It will move only one step further to the right hand side. 1680.7 here. Then same here, see here, in this sum why we are having 31.1 multiply 100. It means here we know when we simplify it in the form of fraction, it becomes 311 by 10 multiply 100. Now we'll cancel 0. It means it becomes 311 multiply 10, that is 3110. Or you will see here in second one method, you can see here there is only one digit after decimal, but we have to move this one digit for 2 steps to the right hand side. So what we'll do, we are having only one digit now, then we'll take one more 0 from our side to balance it. So what will it becomes? It becomes 331. Then this one decimal will move for the 2 steps. 2 digits we want to move it to the right hand side. It becomes 1, then one more 0 from our side, then we'll put here decimal, then 0 to show it to you. It becomes 3110, and this is the way to write this one product. Same here, I'm going to multiply it. I'm going to do this one sum with the other method only. 156.1 multiply 10, it means 100. It means I want 2 zeros here. I'm having only one digit, so I'll write one more 0 from my side. It becomes 15610. According to these 2 zeros, this decimal will move 2 steps to the right hand side. In this way, you can do other sums of this sum. Then question number 4 here. A two-wheeler covers a distance of 55.3 kilometer in 1 liter of petrol. It means there is one two-wheeler and it is going to cover distance in 1 liter petrol. The distance covered is 55.3 kilometer, and he is asking how much distance will it cover in 10 liter. I am having 10 liter petrol and I will check that how much distance it will cover. And the wheeler is two-wheeler here. Now see here how to do. A two-wheeler covers a distance in 1 liter petrol. It is given 55.3 kilometer and we have to check that how much it will cover in 10 liter. So we'll multiply this with 10 directly. Again here we'll shift, as there is only 1 0 after 1. So this one decimal will move only one number to the right hand side, only one place. So it becomes 553.0, mean to say 553 kilometer. It means this one two-wheeler will cover 553 kilometer distance in 10 liter of petrol. Okay, in other sums we have done the multiplication of decimals with 10 or 100. Then now in this sum, in question number 5, we will do the multiplication of two to decimal numbers, mean to say both the numbers will be in decimal form. See here the very first one part, we are having 2.5 multiplied by 0.3. Both our numbers are having decimals. So what we'll do, the very first one step is we'll convert it into fractions. It means 2.5 will be 25 by 10, then multiplication sign, then 0.3 will be 3 by 10. Now we know that we can cancel 25 by 10 or this one 10, but we will not cancel it because we will convert into decimals easily. So we'll multiply numerator with numerator. 25 multiplied 3, that is 75, and 10 tens are 100 here. So now again we'll convert it as we have done earlier. There are two zeros with 1. It means after we want to leave two digits after decimal. It means here after leaving 75 we will put a decimal here. It means what we want two digits after decimal. It becomes 0.75. We want two digits after this decimal. It becomes 0.75. Same here, second part, 0.1 multiply 51.7. It means first of all I'll convert into fractions. 1 by 10, it is 517 by 10. Then multiply numerator with numerator, 517, then 100. Then again convert into decimal, it becomes 5.17. In this way you can simplify the next one part. See here third part, 0.5 multiply 0.05 here. It becomes 5 by 10. It becomes, see here there is only 5, but 0.05 it becomes 5 by 100. Because there are two digits after decimal, so 5 by 100. Again we will not cancel it, we will multiply it. 5 5 is 25. 10 into 100, that is 1000 here. And now when we convert into decimal, you see here I want to leave 3 digits. Then I will insert decimal. So what we'll do here, 0. Then decimal here now. So I want to leave what I want before inserting a decimal. I want 3 digits here after decimal. So I will insert here 10 from my side because it is having 25 there already. So 0.025. So in this way you can do your 4th, 5th and 6th part in the same way, in the same manner you can simplify these parts. Now let's move to the next part, 8th part. We are having 10.05 multiply 1.05. Again we will convert into fractions here. Then again we will not cancel it. You will multiply this one number with this. You will get 105525. This one number you will get. Then will according to sum I am having 10,000 the denominator. Means I want 4 digits after decimal, so I'll insert decimal here. So it becomes 10.5525 here. Same here, the 10th part you will do, and at the end in the same way you will simplify. You will get 110.011, and this will be your answer. And please simplify this one part, this one sum according to this way, and you will surely get your answers at the end.